1017 FM, 710 Keel. Robert J. Wright and Aaron McCarty, guests on Keel, heard the Jack Spring Electric via the Jack Spring Electric Keel Newsmaker hotline. Joining us, the man who carries the Weather Channel on his back on a daily basis, Mr. Richard Lewelling is here. Hey, Richard, how you doing this morning? Welcome back to Keel.
Good morning. How are y'all this morning?
Do me well. Aaron thinks it's the day after tomorrow.
Sky's falling,
it's obvious global warming because it's 30 degrees. I need you to kind of talk her off, as I said a moment ago, talk her off that icy ledge. But in reality, there is some cause for concern, I guess, tonight and beyond for a couple of days, right?
Well, it looks like tonight is going to be the big concern as we are looking at temperatures tonight to drop down into the low 20s around most of western Louisiana. There will be some teens in southern Arkansas tonight, so there's going to be some chilly temperatures around. But this Arctic outbreak is only going to last about 24 hours for us because winds are going to quickly shift around to the southeast tomorrow as another storm system approaches and will bring up the rain chances tomorrow night and will take us into the day on Thursday.
Okay, then that brings up the point. The rain chances, will the temp be below freezing when the rain chances arrive?
I don't think that's going to be the case with the event tomorrow night. We're calling for temperatures tomorrow night to be in the mid-30s, so there may be a few sleet pellets mixing in with some of the rain at the onset of the precipitation tomorrow night, but I think temperatures are going to actually warm up during the nighttime hours tomorrow night. That is just going to mainly be a rain event for us at this point, and by Thursday we're calling for temperatures back up into the 50s. Even though temperatures are going to continue to stay below average here through the rest of the week, we're going to continue to keep nighttime lows in the 30s and daytime highs in the 50s. It's still going to feel pretty chilly out there. In fact, this is well below the averages for this time of the year. We should normally be still in the upper 60s and low 70s for daytime highs, and we're talking about record lows. In fact, the low tonight is 22. The record is 27 that was set back in 1907, so we're more than likely going to shatter that record tonight as we'll look at the coldest air of the season working into much of the Arklatex tonight.
Well, Richard, hang on to your britches a minute. If we get to 22, what's it going to really feel like? Because it's been very windy.
Well, the winds are going to come down tonight. In fact, the winds are going to get pretty light here as we head through the night tonight, less than 5 miles per hour in most locations. So the actual temperature is going to feel like 22 degrees. If we had the wind up there, we'd be probably talking about some sub-zero wind chills if we had winds tonight. But the winds are going to actually come down as the day marches on. So I think once we get into the afternoon, the winds will start to come down. It's going to be a cold night tonight and a lot of frigid temperatures. There'll be a hard freeze in the morning. Got any plants outside, make sure you bring those plants in. And then the sun comes out tomorrow. We'll see a quick recovery as those temperatures will quickly warm into the low 50s tomorrow before the clouds and rain return tomorrow night.
Do me a favor. Let's look ahead a couple of days, specifically Thursday, with the visit of President Trump. And it is anticipated that thousands of people will be at CenturyLink Center in Bossier early in the day, starting off probably in the morning. Give us sort of an outlook of the weather for that day, starting in the morning and through the day into the evening.
Yeah, light rain to start off the day on Thursday. We'll probably start off the day with temperatures in the upper 30s and warming through the 40s through 11 a.m. on Thursday. And then the sun comes out around lunchtime Thursday afternoon. Should see those temperatures warm up into the low and mid-50s during the day. So you're going to need to bundle up. Of course, keep the rain gear handy in the morning, but a jacket is definitely going to be needed during the day Thursday as folks wait for the president to come to town. It looks like Thursday night's low down to 32, and then we close out the week with temperatures in the mid-50s and lots of sunshine. It looks like we're dry through the weekend, and the 60s are back in the forecast for the weekend, so don't have to get used to these cold temperatures for long. It looks like more seasonal readings are back in the forecast for the end of the weekend and early next week.
In terms of an Arctic blast.
Say it again.
Arctic blast.
Nice job.
It's got 2 C's in it, I found out. This is a pretty big doozy, isn't it?
Yeah, for this time of the year, this is a pretty big deal. In fact, we were looking at some of the temperatures, especially up into the north, and we're talking about, some of the temperatures about 10,000 feet above the ground being 30 to 40 degrees below zero.
What?
So this is some very frigid air that's working in. The good news is this is not technically an Arctic blast. We're calling it an Arctic intrusion because The Arctic intrusion just means that the Arctic air is it's in a very narrow corridor, only about a couple of states wide, and it's sweeping eastward rather quickly. So it's not expected to last longer than 48 hours in any given location in the continental United States. And once the cold air sweeps into the east, it's a done deal for us, and we quickly start warming things up.
Just to clarify before we let you go, just to clarify one more time, no sleet or snow or ice or anything that could endanger people over the next few days other than a little cold weather, right?
Yeah, that's looking like to be the trend right now. It looks like we're going to be looking at temperatures starting off in the 30s as the rain onset starts tomorrow night, but I don't think we're going to be looking at any frozen precipitation at this point.
Amazing. We were 67 yesterday. My things change in 24 hours. Thanks, Richard.
Thank you, guys.